Fiona, we're here for the launch of the Learn's latest publication, Exploring Faith, and we're all tremendously excited about this new publication, and it's a resource for the whole church. Tell us something about how you see it and the value you feel it has for the church today.
I think it's a fantastic resource. I think it's all-encompassing. It's got fantastic information and history, theological input, but it's also got life application, questions that we all ask, and sometimes I think we're a little bit afraid to say that we have. It gives us an opportunity to be open and honest. It gives us a platform to start from, some things to get us thinking, books to read, and it's the whole package. I just absolutely love it. If I'd had this 20 years ago, I would have been pretty excited.
Yes, yes, I was saying something like that about my own experience too. Who do you see it as particularly aimed at, Fiona? Who will be able best to make use of this resource?
I think there's something in it for everyone.
Yeah.
And for the folks that want to go a little bit deeper theologically, history of the church, we are fascinated by those things, but it's presented in such a way, it's very accessible and as jargon-free as you could possibly be. And so that means that, for example, somebody like me that hasn't gone to theological college or whatever, I would still feel I would have a platform to ask my questions.
Yes.
And I think people love that sense of being in a safe space where you've created an atmosphere for people to be able to be themselves and say, actually, I don't know anything about this. And that's a real step forward.
And there's a real mixture in the book, a blend of both the theological and the very practical and real life stories there too, which really gives a very rich mix in the book, I would say.
I think the power of our story is completely underestimated, where we can share real things that happen to us as real people, and just having the confidence to share that in the group. And how do we do that with other people out with our church situation? And I often talk about taking our brave pills. And if we've had a chance to chat about it and say, actually, I found it quite scary as well. I know how much it means to me, but it's still a big deal to share it. How do you do that? And so for other people to be able to, for us to be able to chat to each other about that, I think is really helpful.
That's wonderful. Well, I do think that this is a very, very rich resource and one of the finest in the whole area of exploring faith that's come to the church for some time. And I hope it will have a very wide readership, and that God will bless it richly.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Fiona.
You're so